you cut one piece of chicken really big and one smaller, they're gonna cook at different rates. So making everything consistently cut, have a plan going in. Minced chicken, they all should be about the same size. Sliced chicken should all be about the same size. And then furthermore, when you cut it, you cut against the grain. And so you slice against the grain. And then with minced chicken, you don't just like chop it, like Kyle said, you cut it at an angle against the grain, then you take that slice of chicken, then you cut that against the grain. And so when you eat it, it's very tender just by the way you cut it. There's many variations of soy sauce, by the way. So I have probably 6 different soy sauces in my pantry right now.
There's 6 different variations?
Just in my house.
Oh my goodness.
But there's a whole aisle in Chinese markets. So for the minced chicken and lettuce leaves, you're gonna want to tenderize and marinate the chicken. So in most Chinese dishes, you're always going to tenderize, marinate, give flavor to the protein before the actual stir fry moment. And so here we are gonna put some cornstarch, and then we are going to put some oil. So 1.5 tablespoons oil, 1 teaspoon cornstarch. We're gonna put a teaspoon of salt. This way we really flavor the chicken and tenderize it at the same time. And you really want to mix it up. If you want, you could use chicken bouillon powder as well, but it gives it a little bit of a yellow color. Chicken bouillon is a great other ingredient other than salt. So now we've mixed the cornstarch and the oil and the salt, so it should be tender and have some flavor when we're ready to saute it. All right, now we're gonna cut the celery for the minced chicken and lettuce leaves. So we want it to be small, just like the chicken. So we want to cut it into little pieces, about 1/4 inch. So shiitake mushrooms, always great to have in your pantry because when you add hot water, you have like an umami meaty texture and you can add it to almost everything. So I always have shiitake mushroom in my pantry. So we're gonna soak these in hot water for about 20 minutes, covered. They're gonna expand and get super juicy.
Yeah. Inside out, stay back on it. Yeah.
So now we're gonna make the minced chicken and lettuce leaves. This has got to be like, the pan can't be too hot. It's gonna be a slow, kind of medium heat. You're gonna saute the chicken, break up the pieces. It can't be too hot, otherwise the chicken will burn. So it's almost like a slow kind of saute while you're breaking out the pieces in the oil. It should be gently cooked, so like the heat can't be too high. And once I finish cooking this, I'm gonna set it aside, and then I'm gonna cook my vegetables. And then after I cook my vegetables, I'm gonna put the chicken back in. We cut the chicken so that they're small pieces, almost like little corn kernels or smaller. And if you feel like you need a little bit more oil to break it up, maybe I should use like a ladle. Truly a minced chicken dish. When I was little, my parents had this dish at their 5-star restaurant, and the servers in tuxedos would be plating the dish on a French-style cart with wheels. Very, very fancy. They would have the lettuce leaves there, and they would be making the chicken with lettuce leaves tableside and serve it one by one. So now we're gonna set this aside. You see, it's not like gold, because if it were gold, it would be too crispy. And more oil to the pot. Now we're gonna saute our vegetables. So these have to still have texture and crunch, but not too crunchy. No, this is a light saute. It looks boiled, but it's light saute. Very tender.
How do you get it so tender? What do you do?
The cornstarch and the marinade.
It just breaks it down a bit?
Yeah.
Clarky.
Hi, Clark. Oh, that chorizo is so good.
Oh.
Wow, okay, that's what I'm going to do for next trip.
Right, but do you stuff them?
No, they come stuffed.
What was the best part of the hot dog?
Just added a little rice wine and a little bit of salt. Here we have minced chicken with lettuce leaves.
Julian, smash the like button.
Smash that like button. Subscribe.